this game, that matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Filipowski's out there with Collins, and it's George in at the point guard. Now, here's George. From deep, Collins, and he's good on the three ball.
Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
High, arcing shot. Fresh can't get it to go. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Sexton deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Shot by Collins, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that one's good. Fresh.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz thinks he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Shams, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The shot by Sexton, no good. The Spurs have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws. And I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Here's Collins. Pass to George. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Collins kicks to George. 4 on the clock. Sexton for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
There's the pick. Here's Bowling Boy. Filipowski grabs the board.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
The Jazz with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good, fresh.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. How he did last season. Put up about 13 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Now, here's Collins. Last game he had 28 points. Filipowski passes to Collins. Here's George.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to Clutch. Down low. Here's Fresh, defended by George. Here's Fresh. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 6 points for Fresh.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now, here is George. He's covered by Fresh. Outside, Markkanen. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Sexton. 5 on the clock. Spiked away.
And yet to attack the paint here. Everything's coming from the outside.
Now we'll look at the stats for De'Aaron Fox. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Pass to Fresh. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers. Coming off a terrific season. First in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Jazz trail by 9. George passes to Collins. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Fresh out to the wing. Here's Ballin' Boy. A three-pointer is right on target. Ballin' Boy's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside, Sexton. Got a hand on it. Pass to Clutch. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Bottoms. Here's the screen. He lobs it up.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Outside, Sexton. It's tipped. Bottoms the pass to Ballin' Boy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Sexton is on Colin Sexton. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The first one falls. Greg, is a player, how long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And that's good as he hits. Both of his shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
George dishes to Sexton. They can't stop the run with that one.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Stolen by Fresh. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Now, here's George. He has yet to score, and Utah turns it over again. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
So it's the Jazz now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Outside Collins. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And the Jazz making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Now, here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Hundreds is checked in, and it's Collier in for Keontae George. Here's Collier. He's covered by Fresh.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's all. Ready his second foul.
For Utah, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Collier. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Utah has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the right side. Right side, Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Jazz passing it around. Deep 2 from Clarkson. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Bottoms the pass to Fresh. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now, here's Clarkson. It's deflected. Here's Clutch. Still without a basket. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Back to Clarkson. There's a screen by Collins. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely, and the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Fresh. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. This one for 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Clutch the pass to Bowling Boy. With the drive, Hendricks pulls it in. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Pass to Sensabaugh to the left side wing. Here's Collins. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Fresh. No good on the 3. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here's Clarkson. He has 7. Lobbed up there for Collins. Rob. And here comes the break. Here's Bottoms. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Another miss by Utah. Here's Clutch, and he jams it with authority.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Collier out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Sensabaugh in a power forward position. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. The layup off target.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Fresh, the pass to Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. The Jazz shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Hendricks. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Bowling Boy. Over to the wing. The Spurs working the ball around now. Now Fresh. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Clarkson. He has 7. Pass to Hendricks. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Offensive rebound. Fresh with the ball. Here's Bowling Boy. Inside. Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bottom's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Sensabaugh's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Collier. Now, here's Sexton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Jazz have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Here's Sensabaugh. After the basket by San Antonio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
Both shots good from the stripe. ADB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
And that one's good. Fresh.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Lets it go from 11. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Sensabaugh's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Fresh, the pass to Bottoms. A three-pointer off the mark. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 8. There's a screen. Back to George. Fires for 3. It's blocked. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Spurs second.
Well, you have to like the way they moved the ball last season. Guys were passing it around unselfishly. That was reflected in their assist totals.
Collins checked in for Utah. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Jordan Clarkson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Back to George. Over Fresh. George, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Fresh up top, defended by George. Wembanyama. Rebound, Utah.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Filipowski. Still scoreless. And finished off by Collins.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Clutch.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. Pass to George. Back to Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, this is what you call finding angles to come off in the catch-and-shoot situation. Nice job by Colin Sexton.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Stolen by Fresh. Driving in, and he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Collins wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Fresh, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For San Antonio, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Fox against Clarkson. Shoots over Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Yes, we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Ballin' Boy gets the bucket. Ballin' Boy's got 6 in the quarter.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Collins, a screen on Fox. Now Clarkson, 7 points in the game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Bottoms, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
George dishes to Collins. Pass to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Baseline try, and it goes down 2 points. Clarkson's got 9.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 9.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
1:04 left now here in the second. Pass to Collins. Outside, George launches a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bottoms got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Second chance shot. Knocked loose, and they'll get another chance. Tries yet again, and Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the quarter.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Collins. 5 points in the game. Markkanen from outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Ballin' Boy passes to Fresh. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ballin' Boy gets the bucket. 18 points for him.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Will it go? And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Spurs delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Pop, how did you keep their offense down in the second quarter?
I thought missed a couple of shots. They missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
The Nuggets are struggling with the injury problems. Jokic brings so much to this team. His absence cannot be understated. They're missing a nightly triple-double threat. Those are huge shoes to fill at the center position.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Spurs.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shaq?
I would agree, my brother.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bottoms is out there with the kid. Then it's Fresh. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. That's the San Antonio 5.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
It's his first trip to the line.
George, 2 shots.
And George drops them both. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Bottoms.
You got to be
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's George. Here's Sexton. The shot will not fall. Good defense by Wembanyama. Ballin' Boy passes to Fresh. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama down low. Defended by George. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Fresh, the pass to Bottoms. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
That one is no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here is George. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Collins. Here's Filipowski. Defended by Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. That's a 2 from Sexton. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Sexton's got 10.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
Now here's Fresh. Defended by George. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Clutch. Good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 10. There's the lob to Markkanen. And stolen by Wembanyama. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
George looking around. Pass to Markkanen. Right wing. Back to Collins. 5 to shoot. And George kicks to Collins. Off target from outside. Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sexton's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. Pass to Markkanen. To the middle. Stolen. One-on-one fast break. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. 37 points for Fresh. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's Fresh, defended by George. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama's got 18 points.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Left side, Sexton. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to George. Collins setting the pick for George. Shoots the 3. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Clarkson, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen.
Onto the floor for the Jazz. Number 00, Jordan Clarkson.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. The Jazz, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 18. Here's Bowling Boy. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 9. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Bowling Boy's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Fresh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fresh has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Clarkson outside. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Shot clock at 3. And stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Clutch. Spurs passing it around. Here's Fresh. Gets an open look and hits. Fresh has got 42 in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Clarkson passes to Collins. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Pass to Fresh. Here's Boy. He's covered by Clarkson. Fresh. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Keontae George picks one up for San Antonio. They have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He hits both from the stripe. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Sexton. There's a good screen. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Fresh pulls it in. San Antonio's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Bottoms. A 3-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Clarkson outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The shot's good. Filipowski's got 5 points in the quarter.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Fresh. Pass to Clutch. Here's Bottoms. And that one is hammered home.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here is George. Outside, Sexton. From the wing, San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Fresh, the pass to Boy. Here's Clutch. Here's Bottoms. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bottoms got 32 points in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Outside, George. Right side, Collins. Looking to get it going. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, my goodness. John Collins with the emphatic finish.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
There's Bottoms. The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Bottoms got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
It's Collins high post. Pass to Sensabaugh.
San Antonio foul. Boy. 5th personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Utah.
And he knocks down the first one. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he makes both free throws. Here's Castle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the layup for two. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Pass to Branham. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Castle misses. The Jazz shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. And that one is good. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Jordan Clarkson just has tremendous feel on the offensive end, and he's so quick with his decision-making.
And the rejection by Collins. Here's Collier. Count it.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Here's Castle. Rebounded by the Jazz. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clarkson. That one falls. 15 points in the game.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And so it's San Antonio, able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.